Welcome back to the channel, guys, for round 3 here at Murray Bridge Speedway. But to start with, there's Susie channeling her inner Heather Dietrich. If any of you know that come into our trailer, there's always good food, and this is where it starts. This one was tuna mornay, I believe, and was a bit of a hit, so go Suze. Also, we were able to have Macy in the pits with us. She hit 12 the week before, got her licence, so now she can stay with us all night long in the pits.
What number?
So we got her to do the draw. She drew number 4, which is awesome.
Well
Have no idea what that
done.
means, but it gave us a front row start in heat 1. So Macy, you can do that every time.
Good job, Mace.
So anyway, just a little bit of footage from us getting ready. We run wheel covers, if you don't know, to stop mud plugging in there, which can happen on a speedway car, on the right hand side there especially, and that just throws the wheel out of balance. There's me getting into the car, scrape the mud off my feet just in case, so feet don't slip on the pedals and all that sort of jargon. I need all the help I can get. And so strapping in, it's a bit of an ordeal. As you can see, there's plenty of room in these things. So it's a matter of just getting your belts done, and gloves and arm restraints and head and neck support, whatever it is thing. And so we're about to hit our first heat. We're starting off the front row with Tyson Martin off a pole. We just wanted to do a bit of probably going to run our first 2 heats and then pack up and go home, get ready for Velo. But we've got a new steering box in here, so we needed to sort of get some laps on it. But unfortunately, we had a belt fall off as we pulled out of the pit gate, and we had no power steering. So I'll leave it to the commentary team, but here we go.
Definitely ready to push Ryland Furler every step of the way as we go green with heat number 1. Looks like it is. Tyson getting the whole shot there from the inside. Andy Thomas tucking in behind him. Robbie Hurd in that 47, dropping into position number 3. You see the track a little greasy. A couple of them understeering up towards the fence, and one of them has spun the car. That could be Rodder in the 38. So we continue green. At the moment, this is exactly how you would expect the racetrack, Phil, isn't it? It's going to be a little greasy early on because we've had a fair bit of cloud cover, but the sun really has come out with a vengeance over the past hour or two, and we could go yellow here. We've got a car stranded.
Thomas in that second spot, currently the fastest driver on the racetrack with the 2 laps completed. And Thomas also was the last of the drivers to complete the entire journey at our previous feature, finished 7th in the A main. So he too coming off a pretty good result at our last race here.
No, I do not have your link. So Jamie Crafter back behind them in 4th position at the moment. Melissa Crouch in 5th. Novel still back there in about 7th position. So here we go. Green's out once again with 8 laps remaining.
So Martin got himself a nice jump on the restart. He'll lead them down through turn number 1 and 2. They look at Melissa Crouch to the inside of the 22 of Crafter. Makes the pass there in turn number 2. So great restart from Crouch in the 7. But our leader is car number 11, Tyson Martin at the moment, who leads them. Starting to stretch out that lead. He's out to over a second lead after only 1 lap. So it's Martin followed by Thomas, Hurd, Crouch, Crafter. In the 72 of Tom Norville, the young go-kart driver, stepping up late last season. Into turn number 1 and 2 again. We pick up our leaders as they charge down the back chute. The 11 of Tyson Martin, a little bit of understeer there in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Clicks off another lap or 2, and Andy Thomas closing in on that lap. Fastest lap of the race so far for Andy Thomas that time by. Thomas having a nice run out front, but can he catch our race leader, which is Tyson Martin?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it, Phil, at the moment? Through comes our race leader. There's Andy Thomas. A little bit of smoke. Just starting to come out somewhere near the header pipes there for Thomas in second on the left bank. Can't really see it on the right-hand side. Just breathing a little hard at the moment. Robert Hurd still there in 3rd. Melissa Crouch in 4th. Tom Norville in 5th. Jamie Crafter in 6th place. then it's back to the 45 of Kelsey Allen. So there's only a couple of laps remaining here. Tyson Martin, he's driven this one superbly, albeit from a front row start, but the track's greasy and you've still got to keep the thing nice and smooth and continue to hit your marks, because in a star-studded field you want to try and qualify up towards the front of these feature races to give yourself a best opportunity. And he has started his night superbly as the checkered flag comes out. It's Tyson Martin victorious in Heat 1 for Mascot Cabinets. Andy Thomas in for second. Third place to Robbie Hurd. Melissa Crouch gets in for fourth, followed by Tom Norville in the 72. The 22 of Jamie Crafter and the 45 of Kelsey Allen.
So there you go. Now I only just noticed this, but we had a bit of water coming out of the... Yeah, it's coming out of the front of the radiator there. I've got my overflow set up there, so we were running the car pretty hard. That probably obviously led to not helping the failure of the head gasket. But anyway, I was pretty knackered. Taking me a while to get out of the car. There's Benny just checking the tyre pressures. For those that don't know, as soon as the car comes in, we run like a bleed-off system in the tyre. So we set the tyre at a certain pressure, and then because we run low pressures in these cars, they can fluctuate quite easily. So we run a bleed-off in there. So we want to know how we're setting them, if they're working correctly, how hard the tyres are working. So Benny just gets that info, and then he's about to tell me. There's little Charlie looking, seeing where the water's coming from, but that's just out of the overflow. And we're about to have our debrief.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. You changed your driving style halfway through, I see that. Yeah. So once you started, you entered earlier. Yeah. You were much tighter on exit. Yeah, I just had to back off a bit. Yeah. I was on the chip hard. Yep. That steering's heavy. Yeah, so that restart, you spun something. Yeah, I know. You just sat there and didn't go. I know. And I thought Tatley was going to have you. Oh, that was just behind me, Tatley? Yeah, he was bad. But after that, you cleared out. I heard him and then I couldn't hear him. No, you and Martin cleared out, but then Martin... Yeah, as the race went on, I got a little bit tired there, no? Yep. Also, yeah, okay. So your right rear went up a pound. Oh, really? That shit? Yep. And the left rear went up half a pound. Okay. But you're working on it. Yeah, oh, yeah. Do you hear it coming down the back side? But because you were in there that way, you weren't... But the car wasn't going to... It didn't feel like it was going to turn. It didn't feel like it was going to swap on me whatsoever. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, it was just because you heavy on the wheel. You made ground on Martin when you got that. When I got a nice extra. Yeah. I might go watch these races, huh?
Oh, no, you don't. You've got engine problems.
When in doubt, get the shifter out.
Yeah. So,
oh man, down low though, no. Like down low on 1 and 2, it was fucking awesome. Just hung. Yeah, here was greasy, but just... I reckon it's going to get grippier. I'm just going to do the whole race of that power steering.
So anyway, we decided to lift the bonnet off the car to check the water and found no power steering belt. So anyway, how many guys do you think it would take to work out how the belt goes back on? There's 3 so far. Yep. Oh, Roscoe's number 4. Already. Sam's already in there. It's a simple thing. Done many of these. Oop, 2 more, come over and have a look. I mean, I'll give credit to BJ, but oh, Benny. So yeah, you'll realise that I and Benny realised it in a sec. There we go, boys. Wasted the best part of time in between the two heats, which isn't great. Didn't read the track too well, all that sort of stuff. But right at this stage, we were just going to go out, make sure the belt stays on, probably even pull infield once I was happy with the car, and pack it up and save it for Napa. But no. So by this stage, the head gasket's obviously probably starting to fail. We didn't know. The water, funny enough, was fine. But anyway, we'll see you in the next race.
Yeah, we noticed like I was on the chip. When I was chasing him down with about 2 laps to go, halfway down the track, but I just wanted to try and. Yeah. But it kept it free enough that I pushed into that corner. Yeah. When did the belt run? Going out there, pulling out. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. It's a new steering box though, so I thought, to me, I just thought, oh, this must be a heavy box again,
There we go. There's Susie giving me the just a reassurance everything's okay, because she was pretty flat out actually to get in the car. But anyway, here we go. Feeling super racy. Yeah, the track was great. The car felt great. Had to remind myself that I needed to save the car for the 500, but you do that in best intentions, and once the time you get around the track, it's, you know, if you're a racer, you're a racer, I suppose. So yeah, going pretty well, feeling pretty good here. And then we start to lose power in the thing around about now. But it was very slight to start with, and it actually felt like I was just running the wrong line. And that Harley was sort of, you know, obviously in a better part of the track or whatever. But this is, yeah. But as you can see, all my gauges, they're all reading fine. And then it kind of started to feel like I've had a blocked injector or something like that. So with that sort of thing, you just push through it. But anyway, we'll get to see what happens up ahead.
Alexander, an enticing battle for that second, third, fourth and fifth position as they make their way out of turn number 4. Alexander is right there on the back of the 80 as well. Nucky now starting to get away from Tom Norville. The 72, that is the ex-Joel Chadwick race car that Norville's piloting.
Some debris on the track.
Debris in turn number 4 and the yellow light is out.
Yeah, sorry.
Now, it must be said too, this debris wasn't from me, it was from Evans dropping off his car out in the track there. But I actually got told by one of the fireys that stuff was coming out my exhaust, in the sense that I thought he said parts of my car were coming out of the exhaust. So I didn't know at this stage until I hopped out, but obviously when you hear that, yeah, it's not a nice feeling. So at some stage here, I went to give it a little bit of a boot, a bit of throttle, and then it just really laid down. And yeah, and then when the fiery obviously told me that bits were coming out of my car, not out of the block, there was no hole in the block or anything like that, but out of the exhaust. You just think the worst, and here it comes. Yeah, it sounded terrible in the car. And then when I started pulling in, I could actually see. It was weird because it's steam. Essentially, when you blow a head gasket, for those that don't know, it forces water into the cylinder, which normally obviously has, you know, firing heat and all that stuff. So it comes out of steam, but it started coming up in the cockpit out of both sides. So I kind of thought might have been a bit of a fire. So I was looking for the fireys. There they are. And yeah, let them do their job.
And then 2 or 3 weeks in, bang, slam your photos up.
There's the 95 of Andy Thomas having an issue, pulling onto the infield and getting out of the race car in a hurry. Smart looking lip to Andy's sporting there.
Yeah, no doubt Adam Curry would have been a part of that if he's getting some
To see
support
my
from
reaction, he
Speed
was
Vision.
telling me right there, I think.
He's become the absolute maestro at all the helmet paint jobs nowadays, or wraps, however they go.
Yeah, sorry about the name clear guys, but as you can see in my, well, I remember my thought process right now is what the hell are we going to do? 3 days.
Like they were pulling away a bit from me. All the gauges were fine, but it just started. It sounded like it was like missing like a plug or something. There's a lot of white smoke, but it was out the back. Yeah, it's all down the pipe, but they reckon there was shit coming out of it. So I reckon what we're going to do is just pack up. I'm going to get home. I'm going to pull it out tonight. Like 5 another one.